Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be dissecting a bit of trade news that has come in today. So earlier today, about a couple of hours ago, Damien Barrett broke the story that Jack Gunston wants to return to Victoria to play for Hawthorn. And on SEN, it is reported that he has officially requested a trade back to Hawthorn. So Jack Gunston obviously played with Hawthorn for most of his career up until this season. He was a pivotal part of their three-peat. He was their best and fairest in 2020 and in multiple other seasons kicked upward of 50 goals. At the end of 2022, however, he requested a trade to the Brisbane Lions. And yeah, in the 2023 season, he played through most of the year. He did get dropped for a few rounds around the middle part of the season, and then he ended up missing the final series after he sustained a knee injury late in the season. He was available to be picked in the grand final, however, Chris Fagan decided against that, so he was not picked for the grand final. Whether that has something to do with why he wants to be traded back, it is unclear at this stage. So as you can see here, it was the first thing reported today on the AFL live trade vlog. So a Twitter post here from Damien Barrett saying that Jack Gunston wants to return to Hawthorn. Lions are aware and respectful of his desire to seek a return to Victoria. And in this article, it says that the Brisbane Lions have confirmed Jack Gunston has requested a trade back to Hawthorn, so he has officially put in a trade request. And if this does go through, then he would become the second big name player this trade period to move clubs twice in 2 years. Obviously, Brodie Grundy moved from Collingwood to Melbourne and then from Melbourne to Sydney. This one's a little bit different. Gunston's going from Hawthorn to Brisbane back to Hawthorn, but still two different movements in the space of two trade periods. Now, at this stage, there's no details as to why he has requested a trade back to Hawthorn. That may come out after I make this video. But yeah, for now, there's no real reasoning he's given. So in terms of the trade that got done last year, Brisbane got him from pretty cheap. They got him for pick 48 and a future fourth round selection. So yeah, very cheap. That is. You'd think that potentially it'd probably be something similar to get him back. You wouldn't think he'd be too expensive. He's now 31 and he's going to be 32 in only a few days. So he's definitely getting towards the end of his career. I'm most interested in how this will affect the Marbia Chol deal that Hawthorn are pursuing at the moment. So Chol from the Gold Coast Suns obviously requested a trade to Hawthorn. So I wouldn't think this would affect that deal getting done, really. I wouldn't think they'd have to pick between the two. I think they could probably secure both players. Um, both players are contracted still with their respective clubs, Joel and Gunston. So there is a chance that maybe they won't be able to get one of them, but I would think that they'll be able to secure both since both players aren't really your A grade type players. Well, Gunston used to be, not anymore, and Marbia Chol, well, he's had the one good season in 2022, but hardly played in 2023. Mainly played VFL. So yeah, this is a interesting deal, that's for sure. Jacob Kazitsky obviously requested a trade to Richmond from Hawthorn. So Hawthorn definitely will be looking for someone to replace him in that role to support Mitch Lewis, who is obviously their main key forward now. Whether they'll have a three-man tall forward line with Gunston, Chol, and Lewis, or they'll have to pick between the two of them, assuming they get both players. Um, yeah, it remains to be seen. I definitely think I think they would probably at least experiment with playing all three players in the one team. But I feel like it would be more beneficial for them to just go with the one. So maybe they, depending on their form, they Chol and Gunston swap in and out of the team. But that's assuming Hawthorn secure both players, of course. So yeah, very interesting development this one. I I really didn't expect to see this one happening. Um I would have to imagine that not being picked for the grand final team would have something to do with why Gunston's requested a trade because I really can't see any other reason. He was fit. He had recovered from his knee injury at that point, but he wasn't selected because obviously Brisbane thought that they were a better shot without him. Maybe he wasn't like 100% fit, fit enough to play, but not play at his best. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this all unfolds. Hawthorn, yeah, they've got a bit going on at the moment. Um, Looked like it was potentially going to be a more quiet trade period for them, but they've yeah, there's some moves happening now involving them. Let me know what you think about this new development. Do you think this is a positive thing for Hawthorn and also Brisbane and Gold Coast, the other clubs involved? Do you think they get both players? Do you think getting both players would be beneficial for them, or potentially only securing one of them? Yeah, let me know all your thoughts. Leave a like and subscribe if you're into this sort of content. There'll be more trade period content coming in the next week as the trade period wraps up. There's still plenty of deals to be done, so I'm going to be providing more updates in the coming days. And with that being said, that is the end of the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.